Thank you for joining me today for our session on the e-commerce portal. So the e-commerce portal is directly connected with both our sales and our inventory modules. So to get started, I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick view on one of our versions of the e-commerce portal. Now there are several different ways you can have this look. This is just one of our formats. So as you can see here, it's showing some basic items. Now you have the full ability to choose which items are going to show on your e-commerce portal, and that's going to be defined in our inventory master, which we're going to go into in a bit later in this presentation. So this is where your customer is going to go to. This is going to be directly connected to your website. And from here, they can directly go ahead and make an order through the system, or they can go ahead and add it to a wish list. Now, when they're creating an order, they're going to be required to go in and make their account. At that time, they'll put in their basic information, their name, their shipping address, their billing address, their payment information. Now, all this information is going to be directly gathered from this e-commerce portal and used to automatically create their customer record inside the system. So you're not going to have to manually go in and create that. They're actually going to be creating that themselves. Now, once they've went ahead and made their order, that's going to automatically show up in the system under the sales order page. So again, you're not going to have to make that entry. It's going to automatically make it. And since they're making their payment, it's automatically going to create that invoice for them. That way, finance is automatically being updated that that payment has been made. Now, when that sales order is made, it's going to go ahead and take that stock and commit it to that sales order. So you're not going to have to worry about trying to sell that same stock multiple times. It's going to go ahead and save it for that particular order. Now, if you ever do need to override it for an urgent order and put that onto a back order, that is possible for you to do. Now, we do have this integrated with UPS, FedEx, and USPS. So whenever the customer wants to go in and check up on their order, all they've got to do is log into their account and click on order status, and at that point they'll be able to see the actual status of that order. And if it's shipped, they'll be able to see the actual tracking information on it. Now let's head back over to the inventory master. So the inventory master is what's going to directly connect that item to the portal. So there are two ways to do the connection. You can do that from list view by directly checking which item you want to go ahead and add to the portal. Then all you've got to do is click on this button, and if you're looking to remove it from the portal, you click on this button. So let's go ahead and remove one of the items from our portal. So we've went ahead and removed it from our portal. So let's go back over to our portal and refresh our page, and you'll see that we now only have 2 items on our portal. Let's say we made a mistake, or there's a new item we want to put onto our e-commerce portal. We go back over to our list of items, we checkbox it, and then we click on our post to the e-commerce portal. So it's a very simple one-click process where you can go ahead and have it showing up on that portal. Now, I did mention that there is a way to internally go ahead and do it from the detail view of the item. I'll go ahead and show you where that can be done. So this checkbox here works just like the one on the list view did. If it's checked, then that's going to show on the customer portal. If it's unchecked, it's not going to show on the customer portal. Now, these images that are showing on the customer portal are going to have been uploaded under the attachment section of your item record. And you can have multiple items images here. So instead of just having the one image I have of the keychain, you can have multiple images. All those images can then show on your customer portal. It's also able to pull your basic pricing information or whichever price list that you have mapped to it. And if you've got some general information about the product, you can go ahead and have that also visible over on your e-commerce portal. So this concludes our session today on our e-commerce portal. Thank you for joining.